we discuss about respiration, what is respiration, and now what is breathing, what is the importance of the respiration, what are the properties of gases, we discuss. Now in this class we discuss about now how respiration process is going on, what are the parts present in respiratory system. I think we know that everybody, what is system? A system is nothing but a cell, a group of cells to form tissues, tissues to form organs, organs together organ system. What is system? All the organs are arranging in a systematic manner. That is nothing but a system. So today we are going to discuss about what are the steps or events in respiration. Now what are the parts in human respiratory system? Okay Nana, let us see here on the board. Steps or events in respiration. I will draw the block diagram. Block diagram means we can see the steps, just like a boxes, that is nothing but a block diagram. In exams, they ask the question sometimes in that AS5 standards, draw that block diagram also. The 5 steps in respiration are the 5 events in respiration. See the children, what are the 5 steps? Breathing, gaseous exchange at lungs level, gas transported by blood, gaseous exchange at tissue level, cellular respiration. So what are these 5 steps? Breathing means, first I briefly explain, later we are going to that detailed process. Okay Nana? Breathing. What is breathing? I think we know everybody. The breathing means inhalation of oxygen, exhalation of carbon dioxide. Inhalation means intake of or inspiration of oxygen and exhalation of carbon dioxide. That is called as breathing process. Now afterwards we are taking as these gases, where they are going? The gases from nose to nostrils, they are enter into the lungs. I think we know that the lungs are the respiratory organs. So now that this oxygen and carbon dioxide, they can travel, they can pass into the lungs. Here what happens? The exchange occurs. The exchange, oxygen is transported and again the carbon dioxide is diffuses to can breathe out. The exchange process occurs here in lungs through the blood capillaries. What is capillaries? The hair-like structures are present. Through these capillaries, the exchange occurs in the lungs. Okay Nana? Next, afterwards the exchange, these gases, they are transported by blood. Who is blood? The blood is a transport system. The blood is already, we know that the blood, it transports various substances. Through the blood, from the blood capillaries, through the blood, the gases are oxygen and carbon dioxide, they are transported. And afterwards, where they are going? Through the blood, these gases, they can enter into the cells. Now in cells, they can diffusion process, they are going that. And finally, in that cellular respiration. Now what is cellular respiration? Already I will explain the starting, the introduction part. The food is oxidized and energy is releasing. This whole process occurs in a cell. So in cell, oxygen they can transfer. They can transport it into the cell. Here the food molecules are present. The absorption of food also carried by the blood into the cell. Oxygen is carried into the cell. Now what happens? Oxidation process is going on and energy is releasing. That process is called as cellular respiration. Okay Nana? This is brief introduction about these all the 5 steps. Later I explain detailed process. Clear all of you? Okay. Next, come to that here. First of all, what is breathing. About this breathing, we will conducted one of the activity. What is that activity? When we are releasing of the carbon dioxide, how can you know the carbon dioxide is releasing? This carbon dioxide, they are taking as one of the test tube. What happened? What is going on here? The process we can see. Now first of all, we discuss about the breathing process. What is the first step in respiration? Breathing. Okay, now ask question, what is breathing? We know everybody. What is breathing? Inhalation. Inhalation or inspiration. And one more is exhalation or expiration. These two we can say in breathing, inhalation and exhalation. What we are taking here? Intake of oxygen. Now exhalation of carbon dioxide. Inhalation of oxygen and exhalation of carbon dioxide. The process is called as breathing process. Not only that one, this breathing is a continuous process. We can see that throughout the life. The breathing is, it's a continuous and involuntary and a physical process we can see about the breathing, Nana. So now that definition of breathing is inhalation or intake of oxygen and leaving out of carbon dioxide. The process is called as breathing. About breathing, we will conduct one of the activity. Here, what we are doing? They are taking as 2 test tubes. The aim is nothing but to prove that releasing of the carbon dioxide. What are the apparatus are required here? See here, aim. What are the apparatus are required here? They are taking as 2 test tubes, water and lime water, straws. These all the requirements. These are the apparatus. They are required for this activity, Nana. So what is the aim? They are expelling air. What they will present? Carbon dioxide. What are the apparatus? We are taking as 2 test tubes. In these 2 test tubes, 1 test tube we are filling with water, 1 test tube we are filling with lime water. These 2 test tubes, they are connected. These 2 test tubes, they are connected with each other by straws. Just we are taking as a straws like structures, the pipes. These 2 test tubes, they are bending like that, and the 2 test tubes, they are connected with the straws. So that is the procedure, the apparatus and procedure. And now in procedure, what we are doing? 1 test tube with water, 1 test tube with lime water, and 2 are it's connected with one another by straws. That is the procedure. Now observation. What we can observe that? What we are doing here? Now we are taking as these test tubes, just like blow the air through the straws into test tubes. When the blow the like that, the air they can blow that through the straws into the test tubes. Now what happens? And wherever the lime water is present in the test tube, what happens? It turns into milky white. 1 test tube we are taking as water, there is no change. Another test tube we are taking as that lime water, it turns into the milky white. What you find out here? That the lime water, it turns into the milky white. They are releasing of the carbon dioxide. We are doing the blow of the air, it's a fastly, this experiment is very fast we can observe. Otherwise, we are taking as normally either syringes or needles or whatever, just we are injected, the process is going on very slow. Now when we are blowing like that, the air, that like means pichkari, we can see that. Now what happens? The second test tube, the lime water, it turns into the milky white. This is that experiment, the activity we will conduct they are releasing of the air. Okay, clear? Now, what does this experiment indicates? Finally, this experiment indicates we are expelling the air, we are releasing of the air, carbon dioxide is present. Here they ask one question. Which gas turns into the milky white? Carbon dioxide. The lime water, it turns into the milky white. They have presence of a carbon dioxide. Okay, children? So, this is one of the activity they have related to the breathing process. Have you understood? I hope that all are understood about this activity. Now, up to we discuss about the breathing process, inhalation of oxygen and exhalation of carbon dioxide. Now, how these gases, oxygen and carbon dioxide, they are entered into the cells or lungs. What are the parts present in respiration? That is nothing but respiratory system. What are the parts present in the respiratory system? See here. What are the parts present in respiratory system? In digestive system, in the last chapter we discussed mouth, pharynx, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, like that. The parts present in the digestive system, but here also we can see in respiratory system the different parts are present. What are the parts present here, Nana? I think we know everybody, the nose. Everybody they are thinking as how that air enters into the lungs through the nose. But in that last chapter we discussed the food is taking into the mouth, that ingestion process. Like that, here we can find out the oxygen and carbon dioxide, the gases are entered into the first we can see through the nose. So, that here through that the air enters into the nostrils, nostrils to nasal cavity, and now pharynx, larynx, and now they are going to that larynx, trachea, bronchi, bronchioles, alveolus and blood. Once again I explain the terminology, the parts and what we call these all the terminology. In biology we can see the words, the different terminology is there, Nana. That one or two times you repeat it, we can understand the words. See here, nostrils, nasal cavity, pharynx, larynx, larynx, trachea. The trachea is also called windpipe. The trachea is also called windpipe. Now the trachea, it opens into bronchi. The bronchi opens into, it's divided, the right and left bronchioles. They have branches like structures, bronchioles. These bronchioles, they are end in a bunch of grapes like structures are nothing but alveoli. Alveoli is the plural number, alveolus is the singular number. These alveolus is present in lungs. Now here that the blood carries the gases. Like that we can find out that the oxygen and carbon dioxide that they can transport into various parts. This is the pathway of air. I think, have you understood, children? Okay, Nana. Now let us see that what are the functions of each and every part. Up to I explain about what I explained, pathway of air, how the gases are transported into the blood. Now what is the structure? That means anatomy. And now what is physiology, the process we discuss about here. Now here we can see that nostrils, where the nostrils are present? In nose. In nose, the two openings, they are called as nostrils. These nostrils, they can open into inside, a cavity is present. This is called as nasal cavity. What we call? Nasal cavity. These two openings are, external openings are nothing but nostrils. External nostrils. Through these openings, they can open into a cavity is called as nasal cavity. Here some seal is present, but in the nose that is called rhinoscele. That's why study of nose is called rhinology. We call it as rhinology. So here when we can touch, a septum is present, that is called as nasal septum. Okay, Nana. Now, here that, what is the function of here? Not only these all the structures, inside the nose, they can presence of a small hair-like structures are present here. That hair-like structures are also present inside the nose. Now, what is the function of here? What is the function of these hair-like structures? Why they are present here? We can find out the nose here, the openings, they are just exposed. Now what happens? We are inhale or whatever. Now some dust particles are entered into here. These dust particles, they can prevent by that hair-like structures are present inside the nose. The dust particles are prevented by the hair-like structures. And now here some more substance is present in the nose, that is nothing but a mucus. Inside the nose we can find out some slippery substance is present, some slim substance is present, we called as mucus. What is the function of this mucus? What is the function? The mucus and these hair-like structures, what they are doing? To prevent the dust particles. Not only that one, when we are inhale and exhale at that time, what happens? The temperature is brought to that in the body temperature, and here the temperature is that in air, what temperature is present, but both are having that, they becoming as a more moisture nature. That is the function of the mucus and hair-like structures. Clear, Nana? The nasal septum, nostrils, nasal cavity and hair-like structures and some slimy substance, mucus, each and every one they have specific functions. We can see that. Okay. So here through that now the moisture nature to becoming as a more moisture nature. Already we discussed about that, the parts of human respiratory system. Once again, we can understand the parts of the human respiratory system. What are the parts I explained? Nostrils. See that here? This is nose. Here, these openings are nothing but nostrils. These nostrils, here, they can open into nasal cavity. A cavity, they are present here. That is called as nasal cavity. These nostrils, this nasal cavity, it opens into here. We can see here that it's called as pharynx. The next part is pharynx. The pharynx is opens into larynx. Here at the top of the larynx, we can find out the structure is nothing but epiglottis. Look at children here. This is a flap-like structure. What is this? Epiglottis. What is the function of this structure? They can passage of the air like this, because the pharynx is a common junction for food and air passages. That's why that one opening but ending is different here. So at the top of the larynx, a lid-like structure is present, epiglottis. What is the function of this epiglottis? This epiglottis, then they can allow the air. When we are taking as a food particles, the epiglottis is partially closed. It's a partially closed. When we breathe, the epiglottis is open more. Now they are allowing air like this. Now the larynx is their voice box. They can open, see there, this is trachea. There it's a she-shaped cartilaginous rings. Now these trachea, they can divide as, they can open into that bronchi. Again the bronchi, they are looking as branches, just they are thinking as this is the stem, and there it's a root-like structures we can find out. The roots, small roots are dividing like this. Here the bronchi is divided into bronchioles. These bronchioles, they are end in lungs. So they are the lungs. These two lungs already we discussed about. In the lungs, their right one is 3 lobes and the left lung is 2 lobes. We can see that, and they are present in the chest cavity. But in lungs, these bronchioles, they are ending, it's a numerous bunches like they are called as alveoli. See this? Alveoli or alveolus. These alveoli are numerous structures they are present in the lungs. They are folded in structures. These alveoli, they are made up of blood capillaries. And these alveoli, they can spread in the lungs. It's a foldings like structures they have spread just like a 160 meters square they are spreaded. They are looking like a tennis court. How much? 160 meters square they can spread here throughout the lungs. They are folded like structures. The numerous structures are present. They are called as alveoli. Alveoli are made up of, what they are made up of? Blood capillaries. Through these capillaries, what happens? Oxygen and carbon dioxide exchange occurs. So, these are all the parts they are present in human respiratory system. Once again, nasal cavity, nostrils, pharynx, larynx. At the top of that larynx, epiglottis, trachea, bronchi, bronchioles, and now lungs. They are called as alveoli. Alveoli is made up of capillaries. So, these are all the parts present in human respiratory system. I hope that we can understand about the picture and the parts of the respiratory system. These nostrils, they opens into the nasal cavity. The nasal cavity, it opens into pharynx. So, here whatever from nostrils to lungs, what happens? It's some more warming and moistening nature is there. Not only the moistening nature, some warming also we can find out throughout the passage of the air we can see. In digestive system also we can see like that. But here also we can find out the nostrils to lungs, the whole passage they are completely some more moisture nature and some more warming nature we can see. Okay Nana? Clear? Okay. Now it's a nasal cavity, it opens into pharynx. I think we know everybody. What is pharynx? We learnt about the pharynx in where? Human digestive system also. Once recall the parts of human digestive system. Mouth, pharynx, that means buccal cavity, pharynx, esophagus, stomach. So here the pharynx is present in mouth, that digestive system, but in respiratory system also we can see the pharynx is present. So both are having that in one only. It's a common passages. We can see that the starting point, and but here they are dividing the two tubes like structures. One tube is entered into the food pipe, that is nothing but esophagus. One tube is entered into the windpipe, that is nothing but a trachea. So that is the pharynx. Now the pharynx is opens into larynx. What is larynx? Now I am talking, I am speaking. How it's possible? The larynx, Nana, because of the presence of the larynx is also called voice box. The larynx is called as voice box. The larynx, it's are called voice box to becoming as they are made up of vocal cords. When we are breathe out the air, now what happens? From the lungs, we are breathe out the air, this air we can touch the vocal cords to vibrate and to produce a sounds. And it produces a sounds, speech or whatever we can say that. So that is the function of larynx. Now the larynx, it opens into the trachea. Here one more point, at the top of the larynx, a flop-like structure is already explained in keywords. One of the structure is there, epiglottis. So now epiglottis, a flop-like valve structure is present, a lid-like structure is present at the top of the larynx. Now these epiglottis to allow the air in one direction. Later we will discuss epiglottis, its detailed process. Okay Nana? So the larynx, it opens into trachea. The trachea is also called windpipe. Why we call as a windpipe? Just they are looking like a pipe-like structure. They are like just like a pipe-like structure, and now through this pipe-like structure, the wind, the air passes. That's why we call it as windpipe. The trachea is made up of the C-shaped cartilaginous rings. The trachea is made up of C-shaped cartilaginous rings. What is the function of? Why they are made up of cartilaginous rings? They are given some support. It's not having the collapsing. They given some stiff like. So there are cartilaginous rings are present here. The trachea, we can see that. And here the trachea also made up of some mucus will be present. Okay. Now the trachea, just you feel here when we touch that here on the throat, a tube-like structure is passes. Everybody they are keeping as their hands or fingers on that part, and they are looking here the tube-like structure will passes. Okay. So that is about the C-shaped cartilaginous rings in trachea. They are made up of, they give that some support, and anyone it's not collapsing the structure, they give the support. Now in previous we discussed about that the respiratory system, what are the parts present. Now see the structure of human lungs. See here there are two lungs, a pair of lungs are present in human beings. Lungs are the respiratory organs. Now these two lungs, where it is located, what is the location of lungs? The lungs are located in here, the chest cavity. They have some space called mediastinum. They have a space called mediastinum. The two lungs, what is the color of the lungs? Just like a pinkish and soft color, the soft nature, and they are highly elastic in nature. They are highly elastic, soft and some pinkish color. They are located in where? Chest cavity. You have a space called mediastinum. In between that two lungs, they have presence of that heart will be present. Now the lungs are double membrane structures. Lungs are double membrane structures, means outer membrane and inner membrane. What we call these membranes? Pleural membrane. The lungs are covered by a double membrane called as pleura. Pleural membrane. Inside this pleural membrane, here a fluid flows. This fluid is called as pleural fluid. Once again, a pair of lungs are present in the chest cavity. Now the right and left lung, where it's a highly elastic in nature. The lungs are covered by a double membrane called as pleural membrane. Inside that pleural membrane, in between the pleural membrane, a fluid is present. This is called as pleural fluid. What is the function of this fluid, children? This fluid, they gives protection from mechanical injuries. This fluid, they gives protection from mechanical injuries. Now here the lungs, we can see the right lung compared to the right one, left is slightly small in size. Very slight variation we can find out that compared to the right one. Why? Because here the occupation of heart. That's why the left lung is slightly small in size. The right lung, they have 3 lobes. 1, 2, 3. The right lung, they have 3 lobes, and the left lung, they have 2 lobes. We can see the structure. Now here, that in lungs, they have presence of that bunches or grapes like structures we called as alveoli. Alveoli is present. Now in lungs, what happens? There we can see some of the blood vessels, that is called as arteries and veins. That the pulmonary artery, it carries deoxygenated blood, that means impure blood, they are carried to the lungs. Here what happens? Oxygenation occurs. That means they are removing as carbon dioxide. Now it has oxygenation occurs. Again that from the lungs, the oxygenated blood they are collected by the pulmonary veins. So, this process that exchange of gases, the blood is purified, we can see here in the lungs through the pulmonary artery and veins. So, this is the structure of lungs. Study of lungs is called pulmonology. What we call pulmonology. Now, we have any problem about the lungs, we can consult the doctor is pulmonologist. The doctor was called as pulmonologist because the study of lungs is called pulmonology. I think, have you understood, Nana, all of you? The structure of lungs and the function of lungs, what we call the study of the lungs. In this class, up to we discuss about what we will discuss, that steps in respiration. Once again, what are the 5 steps in respiration, Nana? Breathing, gaseous exchange at lungs level, gas transport by blood, gaseous exchange at tissue level, cellular respiration. Okay, the 5 steps. In that 5 steps, what is the first step? Breathing. What is breathing? Breathing means inhalation and exhalation of gases. That is called as breathing. Breathing is a continuous process. We can see that in breathing already we learnt about one of the activity. The gas is releasing. That gas is nothing but carbon dioxide. The carbon dioxide, it turns into the Milky Way. So, among that we will conducted the breathing activity. Now, that the parts of human respiratory system and the pathway of air. I think, children, have you remembered that? The pathway of air, what are the parts? The nostrils, nasal cavity, pharynx, larynx, trachea, bronchi, bronchioles and lungs. In lungs, they are presence of a bunch of grapes-like structures are nothing but alveoli. What is alveoli? Alveoli is called as the structural and functional unit of respiratory system. How many lungs are present? A pair of lungs. Where it is located? In chest cavity. What we call the study of lungs? The study of lungs is nothing but pulmonology. These are all the points we discuss up to now. Thank you, children.